Hello and welcome to the Colorado School of Mines Brazen Platform Booth Building Demo. Today I'm going to be taking you through how we can build a booth in the Brazen Platform. First, you should know that to be able to build a booth, you must be the designated booth owner for that booth. So if you are unable to access that, please contact the Career Center at Mines and we can get that rectified in your registration. So to create a booth in the Brazen Platform, first you will be, as the booth owner, you will be sent an email with a link to access the booth. If you click that link, it should take you to this page here. So this is the page, the home page for building your booth. You can see here our event is the Mines Job Fair Demo, and we are setting up a booth for Gretsch guitars. We can see here that our booth type is a text chat with video and audio. All of the booths in our career fairs this fall will have that same designation. So now a little bit more information here. We can see our general info, the title of our booth, and the name of our company, both of which here we have as Gretsch Guitar. So the first thing we're going to want to do is upload a logo. We can see here, I'm going to click upload, and we already have a logo here, but just to show you the process, we would select the file. Takes us to our folders here where we can see images and different files saved in this case on my PC. And I have some Gretsch photos here, and here I have the logo. So I'm going to select the Gretsch logo. When I click OK, it's going to give me some options on how I want that logo to fit into the booth. We can scale it, which means we will stretch the limo to fit, or stretch the logo to fit the booth. We can limit and pad, which will then pad the edges of the logo to make it fit the dimensions, and then limit and fill, which means the system will expand the logo to fit within the dimensions, focusing in on the center. In this case, and in most cases, we want to limit and pad the logo. So I'll hit OK here. So now that logo has been uploaded to my booth. One of the interesting things or nice things about the Brazen platform here when we're building our booths is we can preview what we're building. So first I'm going to save. I will advise you to save frequently when you're building your booth. If you do not, if you make changes and then you don't save and go to another page, those changes will not be saved. So if we go to the preview option here, we'll see our booth, and here's the inside of the booth. But first we have, from the outside here, the lobby view, we can see that within the lobby, our Gretsch guitar logo is showing up there. So we can see that the logo has been added successfully. Now, if we go back here, we are going to save. Now, as you can see when we were looking at the lobby, that logo is there. If we decide that we do not want the logo to be on the front of our booth in the lobby visible to students, you can instead upload an image. So we'll do that quickly here. We're going to upload an image, a booth image. I will use the Gretsch orange playing, the individual there playing the guitar. We're going to add that again using that limit and fill so the dimensions do not expand and the image is not altered. So we can see our preview here. We will hit OK. Again, we're going to go down here and save. And now we'll preview the booth. We'll preview the booth. We'll head back out to the lobby area, and we can see that that logo has now been replaced by that image for our booth in the lobby. So also on this page, on the main settings tab here, and when we're building our booth, we can go ahead, we can add the logo, we can add booth image if we like. We also can add all of our social media. So the social media, if we want to link to our company's LinkedIn, our Facebook page, Twitter, and any of these we can include, and then this will show in our booth when students are viewing the booth. Also, here is where we can add our booth tags that will be enabled for our event. This is where you can add what majors you are searching for. And we will provide you with a list of majors to select from. That will be a separate document. Also, in this section, there will be an opportunity for you to tag your booth with any sponsorships you do at the School of Mines. So if you're the sponsor of a student organization or a certain department, you can include that information as a booth tag. The other booth tag that will be available will be position type, where you can indicate the type of position that you are looking to recruit for, whether that's full-time positions or internships and co-ops. That is the first tab of the booth building platform here in Brazen. So we will now go on and look at the other tabs here to build out the booth. So the second tab is your content tab. This is where you'll include a lot of the content in the booth. So first thing we can add here is the content for the booth preview. So this would be what text do students see when they're in the lobby and see your booth. The default is just enter to learn more and engage in one-on-one chats. We're going to leave that now, but you can change that text to say it whatever you feel you would like to convey to the students or the career fair attendees. The next area here is the booth home tab. So when a student or a booth or a event attendee enters your booth, this is the page they will come to. So we again have the opportunity to upload an image, which we will do. So we will upload an image, still selecting file, and we'll go ahead and do these 3 guitars. So we'll add this image. We will do the limit and pad again. Hit OK. You have the option here to include an overlay text. That would be text that would be put on top of this image, if that's something you wanted to do. Now also on the home page, there's a content section. The default content says ready to chat. Click the green button above. When the chat is live, you'll be automatically connected when someone is available. So we'll keep that, but we'll also add, we look forward to chatting with you. And again, you can put any information here, more information about the organization. You can use the links, so you can add links to different websites or any other information that you would want to share with the students. So now again, we will save our changes here, and now let's preview what the booth looks like. So when I hit that preview button again, it's going to give us a preview. And we can see now that we're in the home, on the home tab of our booth, we can see here's our image of the guitars, and then our text is here. The next section of your booth is your opportunities. Now you can see here opportunities tab. To activate any of the tabs outside of the home tab, you do need to click the option. So here we're going to click enable opportunities tab, and now the opportunities tab will will be visible to students when they enter this booth. So again, option here to upload an image, which we will. For these purposes, we'll just go ahead and upload this same guitar image here. But of course, I can use any image I wanted to. Hit OK. So we do have to add some content here. You have to add some text to go along with this. Here it says, please apply to exciting open positions. So I'm going to say to our exciting open positions and go ahead and save. So if we preview that change, we can see here. Again, when we preview, it should take us to the home page, which it does. Now, if we click the Opportunities tab, which is now visible, we can see our image and our text that was added there. Now, to add actual opportunities, to add the open positions, we need to go back up to the top of the page and select the Opportunities tab over here. Now, this is where we can add those positions. So if I want to add a position, I'm just going to click New, title of the position, Guitar Tech, we'll say. Just making this up. We'll say it's in Denver, Colorado. We'll spell Denver correctly. And then we just add the URL to that position. In this case, I'm just going to put in the Gretsch URL because again, just for the demo purposes, we put that URL in there and then we can save. So now, when we go back and we preview the booth again, we can see, we hopefully will see that the position is there. So we'll hit opportunities, and now we can see that yes, our position is posted. We can click the active link and it'll take us to the URL that we designated associated with that position. Now there's another option where when we add an opportunity, we could put senior guitar tech, and we are going to use the Smart Queue feature of Brazen. So again here, we'll just add our location, Denver, Colorado, add the URL, but this time we are going to use the Smart Queue function. I click this. Now what the Smart Queue function does is it enables me to ask a question to be able to screen for candidates that I am most interested in. So in this instance, if I really need a senior guitar tech, but that senior guitar tech needs to have music industry experience, I can ask that question. So I'll write in here, do you have industry experience? So here I'm asking, do you have music industry experience? The affirmative answer would be yes. Now what this will do is when a candidate enters my booth and they select the senior guitar tech position, they will be prompted with this question. If they answer the correct affirmative answer, which in this case is yes, it will then move that candidate to the front of the line to talk to one of my available representatives quickly. This is a great function if you have those positions or those key skills that you're really looking for. You can use the Smart Queue function to ensure that applicants or attendees that have those skills are brought to the front of the line right away. So it's a good function. It's not, you don't need to use it. It's not required. It is just an option. And I would say that if you are in a situation where you just have multiple positions, it is completely fine to not use the Smart Queue function. There are some advantages to not using the Smart Queue function, but it can be very beneficial. So when we go back to our content, we can see our tabs here. Our opportunities tab is active. We've got our picture, we have our text, and we've added our opportunities. The final tab that we can add is our About Us tab or our Custom tab. So when we enable this tab, we can really call this anything we want. We can call it History if we would like. We can again upload that image, same as the other tabs. With this custom tab though, we can also update or upload a video. So if we want this to be our history tab, just for our demonstration purposes here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some content and then add a video. So first, let's add the content. I'll go to our web page here for Gretsch, and I'm just going to select part of our history story here. Copy and paste this text. And now I have that content included. Now, I also want to upload a video, and this is actually quite easy. So I just click Update Video, and it'll show here how we can embed the video, and actually we'll remove this here, how we can embed a video into our booth. So for YouTube, which is probably the easiest, there are instructions for all of these platforms if your organization has videos on that platform, but I'll just use YouTube for my demonstration. When we have a video that we want to embed, we just go here to the share link and we click the embed option. And what this will do is this will present us with this code here, which all we need to do is copy and paste that code. So I'm copying that code, going back to the Brazen platform and pasting that code in here, the embedded code into that text box there. So now I have that video embedded into my booth. So again, we'll scroll down here and look at the preview of our booth. And we can see here is again is our home screen. We have our guitars, a little text there. Our opportunities, our two positions we're hiring for here that the students, this would link directly to the application page on your website or in DiggerNet. One thing to say about that, we do still strongly encourage all organizations to post their positions in DiggerNet. Many of our students the majority of our students will be looking at DiggerNet before the event to see who is hiring and for what position. So please still post those positions in the DiggerNet system. So anyway, back to our booth here. We have our opportunities, the two positions that we posted there, and we have our history section. So we have our history here with a little information about Gretsch guitars and a video that students can watch. So this is a very basic booth that I've built here. You can be as detailed or as thorough as you would like and provide lots of information. You can try to keep it simple. Also, we're very happy to discuss this with you if you have questions or need help building your booth. There is one other function of the booth building process that we need to highlight here, and that is the representatives tab here. So even if you are a booth owner, you are not necessarily a representative for the booth. So the booth owners are the contacts that are able to go in and make changes to the booths and build the booths out. The representatives are the individuals that will be in the booth during the fair communicating with the students, with the text chat and the video and audio chat. So to add a representative, I just go to this representatives tab, click add representative, and then insert their email, first name, and last name. That's all I need to do. So once I do that, that representative will be sent an email inviting them to be a representative for this event. So we can add multiple representatives, up to 8, and you can have multiple booth owners as well. So we will by default be adding the individual that registered for the event as a booth owner, but if there's other people in your organization that you would like to have added as booth owners, please just contact the Career Center and we can do that. There is an option too within the booth to drop off notes. So if a student doesn't have time to wait to speak to a representative and just wants to drop a note to the folks in the booth, you can leave an email address there where those notes will be sent. And we do recommend that you do that. So this concludes our demonstration of how to build a booth in the Brazen system. Hopefully this was helpful. We do realize, though, that each situation is different and you may have questions or things that are specific to your organization. I am more than happy to talk to you about that. Please feel free to contact me. My email is jasulsbury@minds.edu. Feel free to contact me at any time and we can set up a time to go over to review your booth or again, just answer any questions. Thank you so much for participating in the Colorado School of Mines virtual career fair this fall. And we look forward to seeing you at the event. Thank you so much.